YouTube. Welcome back to a new installment of Natural Hypertrophy Character Study Part 2 titled The Samurai. Now, keep in mind the title, it will make sense later. In this installment, I will mainly talk about the current state of his channel and how he had contradict his morals on monetizing his channel by the ways of ads and sponsorship.
I find a way to make this online thing my full-time job. But the thing is that if I go down that route, I'll have to monetize. There's no way around that. I'd have to put ads on my videos, I'd have to accept sponsorships. And this is something that I refuse to do. I've been lectured a ton by you guys telling me that it's stupid. You are right. I am an idiot. I'm a principled idiot. And I personally believe that if you just get rid of your principles the second they become uncomfortable, then they're not really principles. So I have decided that I will never be doing that. So since that wasn't a potential solution, I got to thinking, how could I make a living online selling my expertise while still being in line with my goal, which is to be an educator?
He has previously mentioned that he would not put ads on his channel due to his dislike of YouTube ads. He rejects sponsorship from Bootcamp, even though he let them put his program on there out of the motivation for sticking to his moral codes. So he refused any sponsorship deals. And lastly, he also rejected Bell of Steel sponsorship. And out of what? I don't really know. After sticking to his moral code by rejecting the sponsorship, he finally cracked under the pressure. However, instead of accepting the sponsorship, he convinced himself that there was a better way to make money from his channel. And in my most honest opinion, that way is worse than simply accepting the sponsorship from Bootcamp or Bell of Steels. He convinced himself that directly asking people for money was more morally superior to that of sponsorships. Now, let me clarify, there is nothing wrong with making money from your channel. However, after all his talk about his morals and refusing to monetize his channel, his action troubles me. About a year ago, he opened a coffee page for donation. By donating, viewers could access service such as super chat, a physique review on his live stream. And at the start of 2025, he introduced new donation tiers where donors receive his coaching service, even though he refused to call it coaching. And you can see for yourself these tiers on his coffee page. As you can see, there's this tiers for the membership level, and I'm going to explain to you each of every single tiers. Now for the $3, I don't think that could buy you anything. It's just straight up donation without any benefits. And then for the novice, for $5 a month, you can get a program review or pledging a membership of your choice. I don't know. Maybe that's like telling you like you wouldn't get anything out of it. But anyway, so $5 program review, and then physique review for $10. Again, physique review for $10. So this one, and then $50 for custom program, and $50 for 1 hour philosophy or literature lesson. And then you have the advanced and elite. I don't think any of this gives you back anything. It's just straight up donation. And let's talk about his physique review, because he has done a lot of this physique review. So he has done like a lot of this like physique review on his channel. So far he has done 1, 2, 3. No, that's program review. 3, And I think that's it. 3 physique review live stream of him reviewing other men's physique, and we'll get back into that later. Let's continue. So now we have the first tier of the School of Strategy. So it's called Strategies for $120 a month, and there are 40 members, and as you can see here, Miyamoto Musashi was quoted to say, "Even a man has no natural ability. He can be a warrior by sticking, I don't know how to pronounce that, to the way by becoming a strategist. You are taking the first step on the path by pledging this membership. You allow me to become your guide. I am honored by your trust and will take you as far as you are willing to go." And so, first, you got a physique review. Again, that's kind of weird. And then, costume program, and possibly to ask any question related. Okay, fair enough. Unlimited form section program modification. Guidance in your journey, taking the form of written and spoken training advice and assistance in eventuality that you run into plateaus or injuries. And then last but not least, the Seeker membership. It's $150 a month. And, you get 4 hours of philosophy slash literature lesson a month, and then possibility to ask any question to help further understanding the text even outside of lesson. And then general support guidance in your literally endeavor, and then essay correction to critique and help you become a better writer and communicator. I don't know anybody that would pay for this. I don't know. I don't find any benefits from this, to be honest. And let's go to the physique review. And so for $10, you can get a physique review from him. And I cannot be the only one who finds this weird, but you're literally paying another man to review your almost naked body. I struggle to think of anything gayer than this. And to my knowledge, he's the only fitness YouTuber who does this. And I seriously don't understand the appeal to what do you gain from a physique review, really? What do you do with the information that you get? I can only imagine that it leads to more dissatisfaction with your body. Even if you're already in great shape by any standards, having your flaws pointed out likely will put you in a worse mental state than before. And I genuinely do not see any benefit from physique review. It's really weird. And now let's talk about the samurai theme. He used this samurai concept for his school of strategy, which was named after Miyamoto Musashi's school. He even claimed that Musashi was his mentor, as you can see in this clip.
Announcing the grand opening of the School of Strategy, named, of course, after the School of Strategy opened by Miyamoto Musashi, who is one of my mentors. It will consist in a mentorship system both for those who seek to take their training and physique to the next level, as well as for people who are more interested in the intellectual and spiritual side of self-improvement. Now, let's make one thing very clear. This is not a coaching service, at least not in a traditional sense. I've always disliked the name coach. I don't like when people call me that. And sometimes adoration for people you've never seen. You've never seen them. You've seen them through a camera, through a screen, but you've never seen them. And the problem is that your brain can't compute that. Your brain is trying to explain why you spend so much time listening to them. And so cognitive dissonance sets in, and you start thinking, oh, they're actually my friend. And maybe you don't say it to yourself, like at night when you touch yourself in bed.
Despite the fact that Musashi died 500 years ago, talk about for parasocial relationship. When you grow up without role models and experiencing prolonged isolation, you often develop parasocial attachment, something that he himself was warned against. Back to the samurai obsession, he made 21-part video series about the Book of Five Rings by Miyamoto Musashi. It's clear that he has obsession with the samurai slash warrior aesthetics, yet he has no combat training or combat experience. He has simply adopted the identity of the samurai or the warrior, as if lifting weights for an hour a day suddenly makes you a warrior. He also implied that he's superior to those who don't lift, as if lifting is the only metric of person worth. To wrap up this video, I want to compare him to Don Quixote, a fictional character from a novel. Don Quixote is a character who lost his sanity after reading too many chivalry books. He genuinely believed he was a knight, and I see a similar resemblance with NH, except in his case, he had read too many mangas and now he thinks himself as a samurai. Thank you for watching this video. Be sure to subscribe, give likes, comments, anything will help the channel, and we'll see you in the next installment of the NH character study. Thank you for watching.